Hey everybody, welcome back to Tavian's World of Reptiles. I hope you all are having a fantastic day and week. I just want to do this video. It's a little bit of a rant, but not really. It's just me trying to understand, I guess. I don't get it. So anyway, let me just get into it, I guess. So, Brian Barczyk, however you say his last name, that guy. Um, he recently put out a video where he was explaining about how he's really enjoyed his reptarium, and it's made him rethink about the way he's keeping his animals at the BHB facility, and like their rack systems, and if he could just improve it any better, and anything like, and essentially just like wanting to do better for the animals that are in the racks, like he's done for the animals that are in his zoo. And so he is going to be opening up pretty much a conversation, having a public meeting in a sense, to anybody else who wants to discuss how they can better racks, or whatever it is that they're going to discuss on better keeping than the racks that they're currently using. Now, there are a lot of hot opinions about it. I've read in the comments on that video. There has been videos posted, and I'm confused, because aside from the new people, and aside from those holier than thou individuals that are just like, my way is God, and if you're not doing it my way, then you're doing it wrong. Aside from those individuals, as a whole, I feel like the community has come to a general consensus that we all kind of do things differently, and that's okay. That, you might be doing something in a way that I wouldn't, but as long as your animals are healthy and well taken care of, it works for you. And what I do works for me, as long as my animals are healthy and taken care of. And that's just, it's just been a thing that we all do things just a little bit differently. Doesn't mean that the way we're keeping is wrong. It's just different than our friends, and that's okay. So my confusion is why Brian has been put on this pedestal where his word is law. Like, Brian is not the god of all reptile keepers. He is not the god of snake breeding racks. Like, he doesn't get to just say, oh, I want to do this like this now, therefore everybody must do it. Nor is he even attempting to do that. Brian, and I know you all probably thought this was going to be a video of me bragging on Brian, because it's not. I actually like Brian. I appreciate Brian. I love his passion. I may not agree with all of his antics in his videos, but, I think overall, he's a good guy. I love what he does, okay? But, Brian is not the god of this hobby. He does not get to say he's going to do it this way and we all have to follow suit. He's not trying to do that. He says, I have been thinking about this. I am thinking about doing this. Are there other people out there who feel this same way? If so, join me in a conversation. That is what Brian is doing. I don't understand why all these people are getting their panties in a bunch about Brian's choice to do what Brian wants to do with Brian's snakes in Brian's racks. Like, it is Brian's choice, and anybody who joins in that conversation is their choice to enact whatever it is they're going to do for themselves. It is not going to change a thing for the rest of us. If you are a breeder out there and you're using these racks that are already out there and you think they're perfectly fine, and you're like, rah, I'm not going to change it because it works for me, well then great. Don't change it. Stick with what you're doing. Brian is not telling you to change anything. Brian's not telling anybody to change anything. Brian has opened up a conversation for people to join him in doing changes that they might all agree upon. That doesn't mean you have to agree on it, and it doesn't mean you have to do it. Nothing is going to change in the industry because of what Brian and these individuals are going to do. Yes, there might be a new rack system out there, but it might be bigger, different, maybe a little less space, saving. Either way, it might be something that pops up. Does that mean that all the other racks that are already out there are going to go away? Absolutely not. Those same people are just like, I'm not going to change what I'm going to do because people already buy my stuff and they know what I take, how that I take care of my animals, and they're going to continue to buy from me regardless. Great. That is why those other racks are not going anywhere. So regardless of what Brian and these individuals come up with, regardless of what product they put out, if they put out one, it's not going to change anything for you as breeders or as keepers or whatever it is you're doing with your snake racks. It changes nothing. So why people are getting so bent out of shape about what Brian and these individuals, whoever shows up to this community meeting, choose to do, I will never understand it. It is these individuals' choices. Just like it has always been. We are all choosing to keep our snakes in the way that we're choosing to keep our snakes. Brian and whoever shows up to this meeting are choosing to make changes in the way that they're keeping their snakes, and however they choose to do that. They're not saying that everybody has to jump on board with this. Brian is not the god of this hobby. His word is not law. What he does, we do not have to follow suit. That is all I am saying. I think there are too many people getting really heated about Brian's big announcement and this upcoming thing and what it means for the hobby. It doesn't mean anything. It means nothing except that there might be a different type of rack in the future that people have the option to have. It means nothing for what you're currently doing. It means nothing for what you've done in the past. It means nothing. So if you don't like it, then don't get it. Don't follow suit with whatever it is they're choosing to do. It doesn't affect you. What you're currently using is always going to be on the market. Those racks you currently use are always going to be on the market. Nothing changes for you. So I just think people really need to remember this and consider this when they're going off about Brian's big announcement, because it doesn't affect you. If you don't want it to affect you, then it won't affect you. So anyway, that's it, you guys. I'm out of here. My bunny is ripping stuff up, and I have to stop them. So anyway, you guys take care. Love yourselves. Love your reptiles. And you guys keep spreading those herps. And remember, we're all doing things the way we choose to do them. And it doesn't affect how somebody else chooses to do their thing. Take care, you guys.